Hi people, how's it going? I want to tell you a little anecdote of something that happened just the other night. 4 nights ago. It was late at night, about 11:30, and I was in a very remote part of New Zealand, and I needed air in my tyre, and I needed to fill up gas in my tank because I was on my way somewhere a long way away. So I wasn't in a great frame of mind because I just had a bit of a argument with my partner. Anyway, I pulled up in this tiny country NPD garage, and as I pulled up alongside the petrol pump, you pay for the petrol around the side of the garage. You know how it is in New Zealand. So I went and paid for it, and as I got out of the car, I realised there was a car parked around the side by where you pay, and there was people in the car laughing and joking, smoking, whatever. And so I thought I had to walk past them, and it was 11 at night, a very remote place. And so I did, and one of them shined a torch, a big torch in my eyes, so I ignored it. And there was about 3 or 4 people in the car. And anyway, pay for the petrol, walk back, fill the car up. But I needed air in the car. And so I thought, shit, I need some air. So I drove around the garage, which I could. Drove around the garage, and I come near face on to this car with the people in. And so I drove past them, and they shined the torch in my eyes again as an act of intimidation. So I drove on. I drove about 200 metres down the road, parked up, and I phoned a friend of mine. And I phoned a friend of mine because I was going to stay there the night, but he was a long way away. And anyway, as I'm talking to my friend, I see the car where I just pulled out the garage, pull out of the garage, and with his full beam on, he comes slowly up behind me, and then alongside me, and I'm talking on the phone with my friend. I told my friend, I think it looks like I'm in a bit of trouble here, it looks like something's happening here. So my friend listened, and anyway, the car pulled up alongside me. I opened the window, and in the car beside me was a huge Maori bloke, dare I say it, tattoos on his face, and a blonde girlfriend, and I think there was another one in the back, but I couldn't really see. And he said, "Are you okay?" Really nasty. I said, "Yeah, mate, I'm just looking for some air." And he said, "Well, there's no effing air here in that garage, eh?" Okay, I'm doing a Maori accent. I'm sorry if you're offended by that, but that's just the way it is. "No effing air in that garage, eh?" I said, "All right, mate, yeah, it's all right." And he said, "You want air? You go that way." And he pointed towards this certain direction, the direction my car was pointing. And I said, "What, in that town?" That was like 45, I'm not going to say which town it was, 45 minutes away. And he said, "I just told you that way," pointing in that direction. He said, "Now piss off out of here," like this. I thought, what do I do here? There was 2, definitely 2, I could see, possibly another one in the back. And this fella, it was obvious, it was obvious attempt at bullying and intimidation for nothing, absolutely nothing. And so I meekly, which is not in my nature, because, well, to be honest, he's a Maori, and if I got out of that car, this is the problem, see, if I got out of that car and said, or told him to F off, mind your own business, he would have got out of the car, maybe the other fella in the back seat, maybe 2 of them in the back seat, would have got out of the car, beat the crap out of me, turned me into a paraplegic, and in hospital for 6 months, and because they are, well, dare I say it, part Maori, and I'm not, the way things are in New Zealand, I would have been to blame. It would have been me that would have been damaged physically, possibly even murdered. I would guarantee that that bloke would be treated very leniently by the judicial system, and they would have accused me of all sorts who provoked it, because of who I am. Good job he didn't recognise me, because he wouldn't have. And anyway, I drove off, and he said to me, he says, "You get out of here and I'll follow you out," he says. So as I drove forward, they came behind me, lights full beam, and I drove off about 2 minutes, and I decided, no, that town's too far away. I've got a flat tyre near enough. So I turned around and went to the other town, which was like 15 minutes away in the other direction. So I turned around, and this bloke turned around, these people turned around and followed me again. Followed me for 10 minutes, and then they turned around and buggered off. But that's a little story, it's a little anecdote, but it's a little situation that sometimes we find ourselves in. And I did, and it wasn't nice, and I had to get out of there, and it was the right thing for me to do. I had to, because if I would have got out of the car, or if I would have provoked him into doing something, or them into doing something, then it would have been me that would have paid a heavy price, not them. And people, that's where New Zealand is. That's where we are. Believe it or not, that's where we are, and it's going to get much worse, because the Maori voice, or the part Maori voice if you like, carries more weight than people who look like me. Okay, that's my video. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, give me an uptick, share this video everywhere. See you later.